For those of you who are using my beginner's guide to learn or teach how to play golf, here are some details about the use of these different forms of learning. VARK, as it's called, visual, auditory, reading and writing, and kinesthetic, which is moving. Well, obviously we're moving, it's a sport. And you're using my wrong end of the club swing, the one-hand swing, which gives you a lovely sound, which is a wonderful feedback. You can hear the club making a whoosh, and you don't need to swing fast to do that. In fact, I'd recommend against it, because we're trying to build a rhythm, and it's all about the timing. And timing's an expression that's used in many sports. I think if pushed, I would define the timing of golf as, when do you straighten out your wrists? Now, I'm sure there are other components that play into it, but that's the one that seems to be the most definitive. And we're turning the shoulders like a lid on a cylinder, bending the elbow and wrist so that the club's on an imaginary shelf behind the head. And then as we apply force on the downswing to whoosh the club in this direction, it's when we straighten out the wrists that perfects the sound. And the sound is that it whooshes from here all the way to here. We don't want it to just be from here to here, which is what you'll find to be the normal case when you first start doing this. So we want the whoosh to finish all the way to here, and have that be true of either hand. And then we, of course, very much care that we can do it with both hands. Now, the visual part of this can also be trained, because if you're lucky enough to live somewhere where you can actually see your shadow, that can be a very valuable tool. And so when you watch your shadow, you can see that the wrists have hinged the club onto this shelf, and you can watch the balance as you go through the ball, and you can combine those two senses in a way that's very productive. So visual and auditory.